that we've got some updated Stryker equipment for you guys, and we're excited because your doctors are going to love it, right? So first and foremost, let's just start with the easy stuff. So this is your old camera, and this is your new camera. They're pretty similar, right? And the problem is that we only did this in 2 rooms. There's certain budgetary constraints, right, that we're hopefully going to be finishing off this upgrade, in a few months, right? Early next year is what we're hoping. But the point being is that OR2 and OR3 have this updated equipment, and your other ORs have the old stuff, right? The problem is that you cannot plug in an old camera to a new system, and you cannot plug in a new one to an old system, right? They don't mix and match, and if you try, it'll bugger things up, right? So like, if you try and shove this one into there, we're gonna have some issues. Fair enough. So they look similar. I guess the only way you're gonna be able to know for sure, unfortunately, is on the back of these. This one says 1788, right? And this one says 1488. So to kind of give you an idea of how old your system is, we come out with a new system every 5 years, right? And since the 14s, there's been 15s, 16s, precision. They threw precision in there, don't ask me why. And then they went back to their old way, and now 17s, right? So these literally were released 20 years ago, right? I'm sure you didn't buy them right when they were released, but regardless, like it's older technology. So, yes. So, I'm trying to think of where to begin. Let's kind of take it from the top, okay? So, we'll start with the monitors. These monitors are 4K monitors. They're really nice. They have a very good image. There's some buttons here that I don't want anybody to ever touch, please. Okay, the buttons are for me to mess with, and if you mess with them, it's just going to make it worse. If there's an image issue that your doctor's not liking, call me. We'll talk through it. If there's something I want you to change on the monitor, then I will, but you really shouldn't ever have to touch these buttons. Fair enough? Right now, as of right now, they're lighter than your old monitors. So we're hopefully going to have this fixed soon to where they won't creep up on you, right? But that's an issue we're working on. I also, as many have mentioned, the old monitors were kind of scratched up. We're going to get some covers for these. So on all 4 of them. So these 2, and then the two monitors in the other room. So as you can see, this one right now, it's got an image. It's got a connection. You can tell it's set up. You can see the OK Stryker in the top left-hand corner. This one's telling you, I don't have an image. Plug something in, right? I am trying to get it to default to where they both default to this, right? But I'm having a little bit of an issue. Until I can figure out how to do the default, in just a minute I'm going to show you how to make them both get the image on the screen. It's one button you have to press. But I prefer to make it so you don't have to press any buttons. But just so you know, right now this one has a connection, and this one does not. There's one button over there. If you press it, they'll both have a connection. Fair enough?